completely take all that. Then I'll probably run him back up to hold the, whoops, I lost that. To hold the intersection. Alright, so done. Let's get these guys moving. Any new units in there? Just the strategic headquarters and then that brigade. Alright. So, we can get to that position. That's actually pretty good. I'm going to just send everybody to that location, I think, instead of spreading them out any. We'll send them here, and then we'll decide where we want to spread or reinforce. 2nd Infantry Headquarters. Yep, you're going that way, too. Alright, only thing left is my strategic headquarters, which is... can't move to normal movement. Next round. Did we pull the trigger? Not if I can manage it. We're at 64 readiness after moving, so I need them to get at least one round. I was hoping I could get them into an actual offensive position, but not going to happen, and I'm going to have a hard time wrapping his line. What kind of units are these? Militia? So we'll have regular infantry units going up against militia, so it shouldn't be too difficult to fight if I can bring 2 or 3 units to bear on each one of his. Or I could just try to punch straight into his capital, but that's not a good idea. But what'll end up happening is I'll try to collapse his line and he'll just keep retreating and he'll end up with a whole crap load of units sitting here on his capital. Which will suck. Well, hi there, buddy. What are you here for? Alright. Somebody delivered a Mega Biscuit. Would you like the Mega Biscuit? Alright, there you go. Mega Biscuit for Zombie Dog. Alright. Ramgar has increased his faction with the Zombie Dog clan by 5 points. The combat system is very hard to explain. I'm not going to try it until we actually get into a fight where I can show you the info and the values. But an important thing to remember or realize is the recon values. So there could be 6 different stacks of units sitting in this space. If I don't have enough recon points on the space, I'm not going to actually see what's there. And I'll only get partially accurate info on their statuses. So where it says 47 readiness for this little infantry militia, that could be totally wrong. So the recon level that you bring to bear on a particular stack and unit it could give you false information or shaky information. So we'll get into that here pretty quick. We're going to pull the trigger on the fights in the not too distant future, assuming something crazy doesn't happen elsewhere that throws all my plans out. Let's do our decision. I should be doing that first. Oram, request permission for a personal guard. Really? The governor? Mac Oram? Mac wants a guard? I don't like that choice. I want this choice. I like -2 for... which one is that? -2 for autocracy? Yeah, -2 for autocracy is making me happy. And plus we gain 5 in our... the mind stat, which is good. That'll put us to 61, which puts us over another one of the benchmarks. So we're probably going to say, no, you don't get to have a private army. Now that's going to have an effect of lowering. He's going to lose. Yeah, that's my Secret Service guy. He's going to say 1 to that. He's going to gain 1 because of that decision. He's going to lose 6. And then he's going to lose 1. But that's fine. I'm not going to reproach him. That'll make him really unhappy. So, we're going to say no.
Roger that.
So, Biff Scanwalker. A little bit unhappy. The advisor, really unhappy. Oh, that's right. I forgot to assign the advisor to somebody. That's fine. He can suck it. Let's go. Who do I want to assign the advisor to? Personnel overview. Let's assign the advisor Newt Zenith. Wow, is he really stacked? Meritocracy, government, doesn't like mine choices. That's going to make him permanently relatively unhappy. Leadership, investigation, and agriculture. Let's attach him to... I'm going to attach him to the governor, I think.
Yes, sir.
All right. That's it for the decisions. 0 industrial points. 111 end of last round stock. Sent to zones 111. Yeah, I know. Because we're building stuff. We've got 1.1 turns left on our recycling center. They finished construction on the light industry, so we're going to get a bonus. Next round, we're going to have more IP generation because we'll get our share of what that's producing. And it could be more than 20, actually, because if our governor is happy... What's our governor's happiness level? Ringmont, she's at 86, so yeah, our governor's happy. So we're going to get a pretty good bonus out of the production from that. So that's good, but we got no points to spend, so I can't buy anything, or can't build anything. I need to tone down the... Let's see, what would I build next? If I were to raise a formation, I actually want, not with an HQ, independent unit. I need some buggies. That's what I need. Industrial points is always going to be the problem. I need at least 2 buggies. More than I need anything else. I need a couple of buggies. So I'm going to try really hard to hold off any other construction until I get a couple buggies out. Buggies are great. They're very maneuverable and they have high recon ability. So you get them near the front line and they really help out with spotting and recon of the territory. Alright, so no further movement. No construction. I could sell some of these machines at 27. I don't need 8 anytime soon. Let's sell 4 of those. Get ourselves another 100 credits.
Copy that.
I'd like to get myself back over 500. There's a lot of events that occur where you need a certain amount of money. So I try to get to certain benchmark numbers, like 500 in the budget, 1,000, things like that. Food. Are we maxed on our food stockpile? I think we're maxed on our food stockpile with surplus going pretty much nowhere. 2340 is the max, so we're pretty much about to max. Let's sell some food, even if it's not going to go for much. 465. Yeah, that's fine.
Copy that.
And I'm going to keep the rest for now. Got us back up to 457. All right, that's acceptable. Think we're done. I can't move him right now. He doesn't have enough action points. He actually tried to move and got into that ambush, so he's done. I haven't processed the turn since the ambush yet. Off we go. Ah, my spies! Damn it! I keep forgetting my spies! I should have a massive spy network everywhere by now. Oh, he run me. He went around to take that road. That's the danger with not having a couple of units. Oh, rare metal deposit discovered. Ring mounts at 2624. Hey, we got the university research done. Yeah, I didn't get my spy teams out. I am really not happy with that. Arrgh. So, look at that. It appeared right on top of the scavenging space. That's hilarious. Alright, So we got the border there. That guy ran around me and is now messing with my roadway, much to my annoyance. He and I are going to trade territory a bit, I think, until I can get some more units up there. But my other priority right now is this. I didn't have enough points. Sure. I can get in there with a wheeled unit, right? I just need a lot of points. Yes. All right. So next round we'll finish getting that. I think I'm gonna backtrack. Ah, crap. Yeah, that's not good. I'm gonna end up losing control of this little section up here. I don't have enough units up there to keep it from him coming along and grabbing the roadways. That's fine. Actually, that's not fine. You need to. Oh, crap. I'm out of my my resupply range. Right here is basically my resupply range. So, because he cut this road network off, so I don't have a contiguous road connection. And this connection is cut off by it diving into his territory. So this guy's going to be out of supply if I don't move him. There's no way I can have this one militia unit, slow militia unit, competing against two guys moving around. So we're going to pull straight back till I can get some more units. Oh well. Done, done, done. Done up north. Grab the territory I could. Nobody there. Alright, what do we do? What do we do? First we look at decisions. National budget. Time to redo the budget. I would like... I'm going to leave it alone. I'm going to leave it the way it is.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'll do the spies. Let me put a save game in here first. V1, V1. Alright. Before I continue, I'm going to take a quick break. So we're a couple hours in. Let me go stretch the legs, grab another bottle of water. And then we'll kick off the spy network first. Man, I screwed up in not doing that earlier. I really, really should have been dropping spies everywhere. That's the huge benefit that I could have been doing. So, covert ops, spy ring. Oh, we got a ring! Oh, I didn't notice. 6 spies. It's gonna be awesome. We're gonna have 12 spies dropping on some poor guy. I gotta save that for one of the majors. I gotta be dropping 12 spies on a major. That's gonna be hilarious. Oh yeah, it'll go to the major. Don't worry. Alright, let me take a quick break. I'll be right back. Now I'm back. 1 second. I gotta stir my tea. I prefer my tea stirred, not shaken. Okay. What was going on? I've already lost track. Spies. There I go once again trying to move the map with WASD. Oh, that annoys me so much. Why, Vic? Why? Make WASD move the damn map. Spies, you think so? I don't know that I have the border connection that I need to really drop them straight on that guy. Belnon Pax is where I need to put it, but I don't think I can. Let's find out. So, spy ring, target. Yeah, see, I don't have Belnon Pax on my... Oh, wait, Belnon. There we go. Belnon Pax. You get to have a whole crap load of spies. Difficulty 127. Ooh. I might not get the 12 spies dropped. That's a way higher difficulty. Going against a major and their counter-espionage, plus the number of spies I'm sending, makes it harder. So if I roll a 50, which would be average, I'd still get 144, which would give me a success, but I'd need 177, which is at the top end of my roll, in order to get the double up. So we got a fairly good chance of getting the success with 6 spies. Let's go ahead and try it.
Roger that.
Critical success! We got it! 178. I needed 177. Of course, I laugh and I'm happy now, and then I get all cranky later when the random goes the other way. That is 12 spies dropped on that major. Alright, who else we want to target? I want to know what this guy's doing. The guy that's currently encroaching on my territory. You get to have 3 spies. Another critical success. And I've still got spies. I've still got points. Send them up this way.
Roger that.
And another critical success. Alright. Oh, that's right. I forgot. I got 2 more of these things. Alright. Let's just keep dropping spies. Let's send them to the same place. Alright, that's 4 spies. That'll get that fairly well covered. Let's send some down here.
Roger that.
Okay. Rip. Spies overview. Oh, yeah. Spies everywhere. I want to know the maps. I want to know the troop movements. I want to know the resource allocations. I want to know it all. Well, they're going to slowly discover the spies, and they'll weed them out. They'll kill them. Sometimes there'll be a special event where they capture one, and I can either buy them back or things like that. But it'll take time for that to go down. 12 spies means I'm going to have a really good detailed look at him for quite a long time while he tries to root out my spy network. That's what I meant by the power of that early spy network. If you happen to get anybody in your initial group that's got a good spy ability, man, go for that spy network so quickly. I mean, I'm not having to move units around because I'm getting all these maps for free. That's just so powerful, knowing where the bonuses are. So there's a geothermal sitting up here. That's the Merc. Once I get these other ones unlocked, it's just going to be so helpful. All right. Done. Oh yeah, I was deciding what to do here. What's our readiness at? 80. If I move them into another position, it's going to take effort. The problem is, if I spread too wide, I've got that limitation on my supply chain. He's barely in supply. It goes yellow up this direction, because this road's no longer contiguously connected. So I'm getting all my supplies via this road, and then the natural logistics reach that's coming off of this road. So if I try to wrap down, same problem's going to happen. The further away I get from this road network, the less supply I'm going to have, and the bigger chance that they're going to be able to cut me off. So I got decisions to make on how wide I want to make the front line. Do I think I can punch through? The number one overwhelming doctrine, military doctrine that you want and need to follow in this game is surround and pound. Try to surround your opponent and then pound him into the dirt at all times. If you can get a guy completely isolated with your units in every direction, you get big combat bonuses, but almost more importantly to the combat modifiers and bonuses is you prevent him from retreating into other hexes. Because I talked about it earlier, if I attacked this group, for example, and I had an overwhelming victory, most of the units would likely just retreat back into the capital. If I hit that guy, he would retreat here, then these two would retreat here, and then these three are going to retreat here. That's just so annoying. And right now, at the early stage of the game, there's very little in the way of unit diversity. So I don't have artillery, I don't have armor, I don't have any of the fancy stuff that can be used to soften up targets and remove entrenchments and so on. So it's an infantry slog, and if you can do anything you can do to keep him from being able to retreat and continuously form into larger and larger stacks, you want to do it. So ideally, if I could punch this guy's lights out and advance forward, preferably into both of these, and then cut these guys off, that would be great. They're all kind of hugging the capital, which is a problem. But what units do we have here? They're all pretty light units down in this lower space. We've got recon of 100. You need 140, I think. I want to say it's 140 to get accurate info on at least the unit types and their main strengths. You may not know all the details about their stats, but you'll at least know what units are in there for certain. So if I could get those buggies done before I pull the trigger here, we'd have much better unit information. We'd be able to run the buggies around to try to get surrounds. That's the other thing that these mobile units are really great at, is that they can dash around the backside and fill in a gap to prevent a retreat. They're not going to be useful in the fight. You don't even actually fight with them. They're just there as a retreat blocking mechanism so that you can actually complete a surround and then decimate a unit. Because if you can't retreat, they have to surrender or just get annihilated. So it eliminates the unit entirely. Otherwise, it's just a whole bunch of push, 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 and moving units around, and you're constantly fighting the same unit over and over again. So, can I pull that off? Have I failed that thing yet? I think it's this turn. You promised? Well, we're next round resolved. Yeah, so we're gonna fail on our promise next round. That's fine. It's early. It's not gonna have that big a consequence. Not doing anything over there. So I gotta decide with this group. This group is a lot more focused on defense. So it would be better if I had these guys set up on the line and let them entrench for a round, because they've got a much heavier machine gun element. Actually, are they the same? Oh, they're the same. All right, so both of these are the same type of unit. So it doesn't matter. So the red units are fine. They're now entrenched, so they've been in these positions for a little while now. So down here at the bottom, we've got a 75-point entrenchment value. So if we look at the space, let's look at this one, for example. So this guy in this space, if we look on this chart here, you'll see top section, fourth column over. So second column from the right. It says max entrenchment is 75 for infantry units. So they are maximally entrenched. They have dug into their positions over the time they've been sitting here. And if he tried to attack me, he'd be in a world of hurt, because these are militia units. These are not regular army units. So these are ad hoc, lightly trained militia. Whereas these are actual full army units. And with full army units, with machine gun support in entrenched positions, he would get slaughtered if he tried to move into my lines. So it's what I do with these guys that's the question. I could bring the whole stack forward and then try to do a heavy punch, like into that unit, and then to that position, and see if I could cut off these two units and prevent them from pulling back. It's going to be a little hard to do without the vehicle over here to wrap around and prevent retreats and movements, but it's possible. The line, I can't extend the line too much further because of the logistical problems. So ideally, if I was going to attack this group, for example, I'd want to have units here and here also to hit from multiple sides to increase my combat bonuses. But I think think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go heavy. I'm gonna if he doesn't move things, I'm gonna try to punch that one's lights out with a full unit from one location. So let's go ahead and let's go to group move. We'll just move the whole stack into that position. Minimize their movement and their disruption, so they're back down to 69 readiness. So next round they'll be queued up and ready to go. Can I get... We've only got 26 industrial points. Yeah, that's not great. That's not great. Did we finish the light industry? We did. So, light industry produces 20, but we're getting 44. So, that's that big bonus I was talking about. So, by default, the base value is 20 IP that goes to us. Populace keeps the rest of the industry value. So, you can see over here... paid 20 population points for production, paid production costs, and so on. But it's producing 20 IP and pop credits. So we're getting a share of that. They won't let me buy it, unfortunately. I can't nationalize it to get a larger share of those IP production, but that one. But we're getting the IP benefit. So this value is going to go up next round. So we went, he started a casino next. All right, that's fine. We got 0.6 turns left for our recycling center. We're short on IP. That's why this number is so low, because we're funneling the industrial points necessary to finish that construction up. So it'll be another couple turns before we start getting that. So I don't have the IP to produce the buggies. So it would take me too long to get those into play. We're going to have to go with what we got, I think. So next round, I'm going to declare war, and we're going to go across the border. Depending on what arrangement I see. Hopefully these guys settle down and stop messing with me before too much longer. The things I absolutely want to retain control of is that space right there. I don't mind losing the rest of this temporarily. If he just keeps pushing me, that's fine. But I absolutely don't want to lose that. This doesn't matter at the moment till later, so we'll see how much further they push. Any chance to just attack the capital before the reinforcement? No. Well, yes, I could attack the capital. It wouldn't be a good idea, though. They get such huge bonuses for being in that capital. It doesn't look like much, and what I might do is... I'm kind of tempted, actually. I got only 100 recon, but I just moved this huge group in. We'll evaluate it next turn. We'll see what they do. With me moving that stack here, they may... move guys around a bit, so it doesn't make any... there's no point to me guesstimating now. I have to wait to see what he does, and then we'll figure it out next round. But potentially... Oh, wait, I need that GR... Where the GR unit's in this space, right? I did leave him here. Yes, he is in this space. Alright. Because I want to send the GR unit in with the other heavies for wherever I'm going. Alright, so we can't build anything, trade. I do want to get a little more money. We're up to 500. That would let me nationalize something. Sell. Hey, we can sell water. Sell it all. 5 credits? Sounds great. Give me 5 credits. Sell that water. Food, we're creeping up on our max again, but you'll notice there's no food on the list. So food has hit such a low price because everybody in the world is selling surplus food stocks. It'll vary. You always want to check each turn to see what can and can't be purchased or sold. And the price will fluctuate also. If somebody dumps a ton on the market, then the price will drop. Give it a turn or two, and then the price will go back up again. So be cautious about the prices. I've got the machinery I need in the short term. Oh, I need to go talk to that governor. I want to tone down my my recruitment. I've had it up high for a while. We got our second group up. Ideally, I'd like to get one more and get them over here. But I don't think I have anybody to worry about to the south. This guy's getting a little encroachy, but we've got 8,000, so even if I wanted to raise a formation, I only need 6,000. Yeah, so 5,500 will get me a full infantry brigade again. So I think I'm going to tone down the recruitment. So let's talk to the governor.
Standing by for orders.
Zone orders. All right. we're able to, we're bringing in some money, so let's go ahead and up their budget. Let's move it to 35. I'm gonna leave. Workers are at 74, going up by 1. Yeah, let's bump the worker payment up 1 more, and let's drop this back to 750, I think. Okay, let's do 700.
Roger that.
Okay, so we've updated that. We're building, finishing that up. I'm going to hold on to the money. I'm not going to nationalize quite yet. What I want to nationalize is the scavenging center. So it cost me 500 to nationalize it, and basically that's the public version of the mine that I put up here, the recycling center. But I would get a greater share. Instead of these numbers, I'd get larger numbers. If I nationalized that. So I'd spend the 500 bucks, and then I'd get more resource output. And then the transport hub is the other one I want to nationalize. That increases our logistical network. So the road helps with logistics, but there's a limited number of points. So if we go initial points, they've changed some of the number schemes. And I don't know exactly how some of the number information works now. Let's just go with, bottlenecks. So, green is good. Yellow is not so great. The reason we're seeing yellow here is because resources are being sent north, and then they're being split off along the resource. I forget what they call the term, but these guys basically have trucks that they can send back to a resource node to collect the resources they need. So, because they're drawing out of this node, it makes this section yellow. Whereas this guy is pulling out of this node. But as soon as we start fighting, we're going to have to be sending bullets and replacement soldiers and material and so on down this line, and oil for the mechanized units. So we need to beef up our logistical network. So I'd like to get a truck station built, but this is going to be ugly. As soon as we start taking losses, this network is not going to have enough pipeline to actually send the materials we're going to need every round. So ideally, I would have gotten a truck network up before we kick this off, but I don't think I can afford to. Time-wise. I wanted to put a truck network in here. So maybe nationalizing this would be a good idea, actually. Arrgh. Let's wait till next turn. We'll look at things again next turn. Alright, any other strat cards I want to use? So we did our spies. I could open contact with the guy to the north to try to lock this border in the way it is right now. I wouldn't be losing much. I lost control of those 2 intersections, but I'm not overly concerned about that at the moment. I'm not going to be able to pay attention to him anytime soon. I want to turn my attention to this as quickly as possible. Get rid of these nomads and storm as much of this border as I can to establish a hard border with that major, so he doesn't gobble up the miners in between us. So let's try opening with Zonstadt. So strat, open contact with Zonstadt. Oh, you can only open contact with a major. Alright. Well, that's a problem. Miners. There we go. Propose peace. We're not at war. And I can't be a protector. I don't have the card I would need. I have to wait for them to propose it, apparently. Nothing I can do there. Not going to play with taxes. Not gonna use those. I'd have a 28% chance of succeeding there. Oh, let's get another junior.
Roger that.
Who'd we get? Victor Bennett, Cap 2. Hates democracy, likes militia, which is okay, and likes fist a little bit, so that's not great. Cap 2 with some streetwise, so not awesome. He's eh. That's fine. You win some, you lose some. Alright, I'm gonna save the rest of my points and my money. I think it's time. Let's see what happens. It's mostly I want to watch these guys move and any movement on this border. Yeah, they're being fiddly. 3 decisions. Alright, full-blown time of culture. So 3 turns, time of culture will start diminishing. Right now we're in the maximum cultural time. So we're getting the strongest bonus. Gain 10,000 private economy bonus points. You failed! Yes, I know. And we got we gained one of the technology fascination. We got some free money. Yeah. And we got our spy team back. Cool. Oh yeah. So we got one of the profile bonuses. Manage. So we locked in technology fascination. So whatever the percentage was, we rolled under that percentage, and we unlocked it. That means we're now going to have access to the infiltration card, only if I have a staff council, which I don't currently. The councils are what generates these cards. So by selecting to have certain councils, you add those cards to the deck, basically, that council provides. And so this card is only useful if you have the staff council, which I don't have yet. Infantry forces get plus 40% on attack and minus 30% on defense. But we do get access to the special unit feat, the Techno Mage. The troops the Techno Mage is embedded with benefit from his mastery of drone and sensor gadgets. At anyone attacking them suffers 50% penalty in their attack. So he comes after me, and I've got a Techno Mage embedded with the units that are being attacked, then they're going to get a pretty massive negative to their attack value. So the way those work is these get randomly, via some system, added into the units. So if I get out of here, and I go look at one of my unit groups, so this unit, for example, it would show right here a Techno Mage, to show that a Techno Mage has been attached to this group. So I don't know the exact math or odds behind it happening, but over time, pretty much all of my units will eventually have a Techno Mage embedded. So we'll just have to kind of keep an eye out. I think I can see it not under models. Types? No. Not. Yeah, models. I think it'll show. Yeah, maybe it does. Once we have some, I'll go look. But there's a way to see which ones have it on a different screen. All right, decisions first. Motion that our average soldier's morale to reach at least 61%. Yeah, that sounds fine. We're at 57 now, and I think we're about to stomp some minor nations, so our morale should go up, hopefully. All right, the secretary has decided that we might want to set up another council. We could go with the staff council. Foreign affairs is diplomacy, so I'd get more cards for diplomatic actions. Military research is exactly that. Model design is hard to explain. The whole getting new units in the field is a complicated process. You gotta... it's complicated. I don't want to describe it right now. Staff council is your internal staff cards and benefits and things you can do to influence them. Interior... I'm forgetting what interior controls. Yeah, I forget. Of all of these, I would probably... I want military research next. I got my spy network. We're still ramping that up. It'll be hugely beneficial, which I'll show in a second here. But I think I'm going to go with the Military Research Council. Now, you can postpone this, say don't do any, And the reason you might do that is because every time you add a council, you're diluting your bureaucratic point pool and how much gets allocated. So if I add a council, basically I'm taking money from the other councils. So sometimes you might choose to not add a council. You can also manually call your secretary and say, I want a council now, and then you can do it on a schedule. But you have to let time pass between council additions, otherwise they cost more. So there's kind of an added cost that bleeds off over time. Every time you implement a council, if you try to implement one the next round, there's a huge additional cost in political points to do so. But the round after that, it'll be less cost. The round after that, it'll be less cost until it gets down to its basic default value. So it's hard to just stack council after council after council. And it also makes your bureaucracy expand. And unless you've gotten certain buildings in place, you start losing that BP bonus for having a small bureaucracy. And if you haven't built the buildings that generate bureaucracy points, you can actually go backwards in your ability to generate BP points. So you got to be a little careful there. So yeah, we're going to go Military Research Council.
Yes, sir.
We got to get that started. Penza demands resolution of relations. Is that the guys to the north? Nope, that's Salzburg. Penza. Oh, that's... Wait a minute. That's weird. Yeah, that's the guy I'm about to go to war with. I don't want to solidify relations. I'm about to declare war on you. I guess I could say yes. The point of that is it will lock the border in, which I actually don't care about because I'm about to declare war and cross the border anyway. So I guess I should say yes and take the +4 here. That will get us to 64. This bleeds down over time, and there's pressure put in a cycle here between these different connections. So, again, I don't think I've seen a single meritocracy. Poor meritocracy. Either we become enemies or we become friends. This seems pretty harsh. I'm going to say friends and then declare war, I think.
Roger that.
Okay. I want to look at... First, zoom out. So, look at this. Look at this beautiful stuff over here. This is what you get for your 12 spies that you drop on somebody. Glorious! Glorious! Oh, yeah. That's how I like to map in the world. Just get a spy network going. Yeah, he's rolling pretty good. Let's turn off the units. So I'm looking for... He's got a derelict cargo. So he's got that, which is research point bonus. He's got a degraded... Really? Plus 100 energy out of that. Plus he's got that, which is the more important one. That's 80 IP. That's huge. That is a huge benefit to him. And it is pretty damn far away from me. So my chances of getting that from him are pretty small. Damn it. That's the kind of thing I always hope to find near my capital. Yeah, it's such a massive advantage finding one of those automated factories. It's ridiculously powerful. Well, that's one of those game changer locations. Liquid domes to my south, huh? No, don't care about that. Oh, actually I do. That's the mini reactor, so yeah, that's energy. And not seeing anything beyond that. So this is that guy's entire territory. There's somebody else over here. And that's that guy's entire territory. Do you have a capital, or are you nomads again? Farmers. Minor regime farmers. They're pushing into my territory, and they're going to start annoying me. Look at this. They're gonna annoy me. Whoa! Whoa! Hey, buddy. what you trying to tell me up here? Look at this. There's his capital. Look at this crazy territory of his. That guy is nuts. He's got a wacky amount of territory. He basically owns the lake. Or the I guess that might be an ocean given the size of the world and the size of that body of water. That is a weird territory division. So this is a different territory right here. Oh, that belongs to him. Or no, not him. Yeah, this is a separate territory. But everything up here, all the way around, is this guy. Pharaoh Shelf, and he's stacked up on my border. I am a little worried. He might actually declare war on me right after I start this fight. And oh, there's his capital. There's the capital for the farmers. Yeah, this could be ugly. This could be ugly. I got 3 different armies stacked up near me. Oh, and I got these guys harassing me on that border. You can see why I'm worried about this major gobbling this up, though. He can easily do it. I mean, this guy seems to have most of his troops over on my side, and he could probably easily come across. Alright, well, we'll see what happens. I'm not changing my plans. I'm not going to move those guys. You complete your mission. Oh, you gotta be kidding! You gotta be kidding! You're not going to give it to me with adjacency? That sucks. That sucks. Alright, fine. Be that way. You gotta get moving. I need you to help me protect my road network up here. Alright, that's everybody there. Gee, did we get any techno mages? Too early for techno mages? Yeah, no techno mages yet. They'll show up eventually. Is that really an empty space? Did he move that guy back one, or is he faking it? The border's locked now, so I can't cross it unless I declare the war. So what did he do here? Oh, right there. I need to punch these 2 out. So I need to attack heavy, try to attack again. If I bring him to here... Well, see, it's tough if you move and then attack. You're going into the combat with less action points, which makes you less useful in the fight. So it's best to try to fight from the position you start in, so you apply the maximum firepower across the entire fight. Let's hope our neighbor to the north stays friendly and doesn't capture my favorite space over here. Let's try to put a little bit of pressure back on these guys and make them possibly available to pull south. Yeah, I'm really nervous about that guy to the north. I don't think the farmers will mess with me, most likely, but these guys worry me. They look like they're ready to come right across the border. Alright, that supply point is probably providing both of those guys. Yep. Which means if I cut off supply north, I'm going to be cutting off those guys. I cut it here so they get supplied. He can still supply from there, and he's close enough to still get some too. Well, no. This green is probably coming from these. I think I might do it anyway. Traffic signs. Hey, you. I want... Let's see. Block it all right there. Wait, no. Block it all right there. Wrong one. This one. What I'm doing is I am trying to restrict my logistics network from... Well, I think it's under a pull system now. They've changed it, so I don't know exactly how this is going to affect things. But we're going to do this as a test, so I can see what's going on. Back when I played originally, this would block logistics from being sent along this network, because I'm trying to conserve my logistical truck points. So I'm keeping it from sending any truck points up this way. I've got a 100% block, so nothing's going to be allowed to go through this road network. These guys are going to probably have problems supplying unless I bring them south a bit, but we'll deal with that later. So I'm going to try to maximize my available trucks. Alright, let's go back to inspect mode. Get off of the bottlenecks. And we've got some IP points coming in. Delivered from zones, 109. 109's a better number. That means we finished this. So we finished up our recycling center. It starts producing next round. We just finished construction this turn. The next round we'll start getting the raw materials coming in. 722 cash. I'm buying, I'm going to buy that transport hub. I want the scavenging, but I'm scared of my logistics. So I'm going to nationalize this. 400 truck points, 50, 400 truck points, 50 truck free AP. Yeah. All right. So we're going to nationalize this thing. Yeah. All right. So that's most of my cash. Sell food. 62 credits for 500 food.
Copy
Sure. That. And fuel is at 0.5. Sure.
Copy that.
Alright, gets us back to 400. These guys have been in place. They're at 89%. That's close. Ideally, we'd be at 100%, but I don't think I want to wait another round. Alright, so pens around... Alright, so declare war. Relation level, I don't care about the relation level. So our fist profile is going to increase. Are you sure you want to invade? I think I'm sure.
Yes, sir.
We're going in regardless. My first SHQ commander got really mad at me. Kenny! What's going on with you, Kenny? Yeah. Oh well. So we had a massive fist profile upgrade because we declared war. He hates the fist profile. So he decided to get really unhappy with me. That's we'll deal with it. Alright, so we're at war. So, I'm going to bring you... How to do this. I've only got single units in these positions. So, ideally, I'd love to punch him out. But, now I'm down action points. Let's show the combat thing, though. So, here is the combat predictor thingy. So, if you're going to play this game... Understand that this is not very reliable. Be very cautious about just seeing this, seeing a good number, and hitting attack. Because you can and will get yourself annihilated if you do that. You got to understand some more about what's going on. This is not a good fight for us, really. 1.8 to 1 is not ideal. We don't have enough power coming to bear. So I'm going to cancel that attack. We don't quite have a full surround, unfortunately. I'm hoping to decimate that unit, so I'm still thinking my best bet is to power attack into that space. Just not going to be able to bring enough to bear on that to try to take them both, probably. But I'd like to get an encirclement on that. If I can punch these two out, encircle or cut that one off and finish him next round, that will help out tremendously. That'll remove 3 of his unit stacks. So... I'm not worried about any counterattack fights. This group by itself could probably take everything that's over here. I am slightly worried about him trying to edge around, but I think he'll stick close to the city.